What's up, my lovely Bomberinas and Bomberinas? Welcome to the last part of my top 10 2 and 3 star monsters. Today we'll be going over the dark element, and let's start it. Number 10 is Jumaline or Jumaline, I'm not sure. She has the leader skill critical rate for dark monsters by 23%. Bloodthirst recovers HP by 20% if you land a critical hit, and increases your critical rate by 30% for the next 2 turns. So if you get a critical hit, your critical rate will be increased by 30%, which is really good. Pierces the enemy's soul, disturbing the enemy's HP recovery for 2 turns and recovering 35% HP if the enemy dies. Cross attack attacks with an energy blast and puts dots for 3 turns, which is good. Yeah, why is this monster on my top 10 list at all? Jumaline has good sustain. She gets a lot of crit rate by herself. If you put her on leader, you need so less crit rate. You can focus on other stats, which makes her good. She's easy to skill up. She puts dots, so I think she's a really good dungeon attacker because she can sustain. Yeah, I would recommend going Violent Revenge, attack crit damage attack, but you can go Vampire Revenge, attack crit damage attack, making her more sustain more, sorry. And yeah, a primary use is for dungeons or as a farmer. I think with Vampire runes or with good violence runes, she can do Fireman Hell no problem. Number 9 is Cunha, the Dark Penguin Knight. He has the HP leader skill 30% for dark monsters. Undefeated warrior jumps onto the enemy territory to attack the enemy. You sequentially attack all enemies and decrease their defense for 2 turns. 100% AoE defense break on a dark monster, so he cannot glance. It's really good. Recovers your HP by 25% and provokes the enemy for 1 turn with a 75% chance. Self heal and the stun. He has decent base speed. Yeah, he's a dark AoE defense breaker with the self heal and stun. I think you can use him in PvE and PvP if you want AoE defense breaker in PvE. I think for Guild Wars or Arena he can be good. If you don't have Galleon or Lure, I think it's a good alternative. If you pull this guy, keep it. I think he's good. He's a solid defense breaker, and yeah, go swift or violent, speed HP. I think that will work fine. Number 8 is Serine, the Darkhawk. She has a defense leader skill for dark monsters 25%. Violent Friends calls out some violent friends to gang up on one enemy to attack 4 times and weakens the defense for 2 turns with a 30% chance for each attack. Their defense break, which is nice, and the skill has good multiplier. Throws sharp feathers to attack the enemy and prevents them from recovering their HP for 2 turns, and the attack break on the first skill. Yeah, I think Serine is a really good multi-hitter, so you can use her in Necro and in the Raid. She's a great debuffer, does good damage too. She's easy to skill up, good in PvE. I'm not sure if you can make her a dark nuker in PvP though. I think go Violent Revenge, speed crit damage attack, or you can even make her only for the debuffs and go speed HP. I think both will work, or go speed HP accuracy if you don't have the accuracy substats. I think, yeah, as you may notice, I have all the Harpus on my top 10s because I think nearly all of them have their purposes and their uses, and I think there's no bad Harpu which can be classified as a total fodder. I think if you want to, you can make them useful. Number 7, Gogo, the Dark Warbear. Charge deals damage according to your max HP. This attack receives a 70% critical rate bonus and stuns the enemy for 1 turn when this attack lands as a critical hit. Raw inflicts damage proportional to your max HP to all enemies and decreases their attack power for 2 turns. And Trash smashes the enemy and decreases the target's attack power by 25% with a 50% chance. This attack will deal more damage according to your max HP. This guy has good base HP. He's a dark monster, so he won't glance. He has AoE attack break. He's really tanky. He can be a good fodder farmer. Does decent damage. He's easy to skill up. I think violent anything, speed crit damage HP, or HP crit damage HP, or speed HP. I think all of this will work. Depends on where you want to use him. He has really good. He's even useful in TOA. I mean, go check Jubagel's videos out. He has, I think, a spotlight video on him and a TOA video on him, and there you can see how he works. He's really good. I think he can do Taurah Desert Hell on 4-star even. So yeah, guys, if you pull him on your early Summoner's War career, don't feed him. You can use him as a farmer or as an attack breaker. Yeah, and I think he will help you out. Number 6, Mantura, the Dark Serpent, has a HP leader skill for ally monsters in the arena, 21%. Poison Mist attacks all enemies, weakens their defense, and deals continuous damage for 2 turns. The damage of the skill is proportionate to your max HP. AoE defense break, 100%, and it's a dark monster, so no glancing hits. Attacks all enemies to decrease their attack speed for 2 turns. The damage of the skill will increase according to your max HP. Really nice. Attack speed slow. AoE. Attacks with a strong sonic boom and removes the beneficial effect with a 75% chance. Yeah, Mantura, AoE, dark defense breaker, really good. I think if you pull it, use it. It's a buff remover, AoE attack speed reduction, easy to skill up. You can farm the wind one easily. She's good in PvP and PvE. If you want to use her as an AoE attack breaker, defense breaker for your wombo combo, I think go Swift anything, speed HP, or speed HP accuracy. If you want to use her in dungeons though, I think speed HP with violent is the best to go. Number 5, Loke, the Dark Imp Champion. Spear Shower attacks the enemy 5 times by throwing a javelin and inflicts continuous damage for 3 turns with a 30% chance for each attack. So 5 3-turn dots, guys, that's nearly half of the HP of a boss. Spear Piece pierces the enemy with a spear and inflicts damage proportionate to their max HP. Scales off with enemy's HP, good for bosses too. Charges toward the enemy with a spear, increases your attack power for 2 turns if you get a critical hit. Self-buffing attack. Yeah, really guys, this monster's really good for bosses in dungeons. He's a daughter, he's self-buffing. Yeah, the second skill scales off attack 2, so you can even use him in PvP. I would recommend going violent anything, speed, crit damage, attack if you have a reviver in dungeons, or for full damage, or you can go speed, crit damage, HP for dots and the second skill, or you can go speed HP only for the dots, give him some accuracy, some speed, and he will do his job. I have a video on him. I tested out his max damage. Go check this video out, guys. It's really surprising how good this guy is. Number 4, Serine, the Dark Grim Reaper. Increases the attack power of ally monsters with dark attribute by 30%. Doomsday. Meteorites of Doomsday fall onto the enemies and the inflicted damage increases with time. Stuns the enemy for 1 turn if the enemy is under continuous damage. Plague. Spreads a plague to all enemies with an 80% chance to inflict 2 continuous damage effects that last for 2 turns. And Grim Scythe, which does damage and requires an additional turn if the enemy dies. He has really low base speed though, guys, so I wouldn't recommend him as a fodder farmer. Yeah, He's a Darkhawk, guys, a stunner. He can be a great nuker. I have a video on him. He does surprisingly high damage. Um, yeah, so he can be used in PvP and PvE. I plan to use my one only for PvP. I will make it a nuker. I know a lot of people only build him on violent anything, speed HP or speed HP accuracy to make him as tanky as possible for Taurah hard as a daughter, but I like his nuke on the 3rd skill. It's crazy amount of damage, and I will try to hit 100k with him. I think it will be great to see this amount of damage from a 3-star monster. Yeah, like if you pull him 6-star, I think he's worth it. Doesn't matter if you want to build him in nuker as me, or if you want to use him in Taurah hard. I think he's good in both roles. Number 3 is Cunha, the Darkhawk. Old Hood increases the attack speed of all allies and recovers their HP by 15% in each turn for 3 turns. Woodbine attacks the enemy, decreases the target's attack bar by 50% with a 70% chance, and decreases the target's attack speed for 2 turns with a 70% chance. This attack will deal more damage according to your defense. And Breeze attacks the target and increases the attack bar of the ally with the lowest attack bar by 15%. This guy has really good base speed, and yeah, he's really great for dungeons, guys. Attack bar booster, attack bar reduction on bosses especially, and attack speed slow. He has a heal, overtime heal, but it's 45% in 3 turns, which is nice. He has a speed buff, and so I think he's really great in PvE. I don't have one. If I pull one, I will make it 6-star 100%. I'm sure of it. I would go Violent Revenge because of the 1st skill, and go speed HP with some accuracy substats. But since he has some really high base HP, maybe Swift is even better. I'm not sure. Maybe if one of you guys have him and tested it out, please tell us in the comment section. Yeah, and that's it for Cunha. Number 2 on my list is Tjuta, the Dark Werewolf. Attack speed of ally monsters is increased by 16% in guild battles. The passive, Contaminated Blood, inflicts 12% of my max HP as damage when you are attacked with a critical hit, and weakens the defense for 1 turn with every attack. The 12% damage is true damage. So if the enemy has defense buff, the 12% won't get any reduction. So yeah, it's really good. Surprise attack dashes towards the enemy, inflicting damage 2 times. Each attack has a 30% chance to stun the target for 1 turn. The damage is proportionate to my max HP. Yeah, you want to build him HP anyway. And the Merciless Claws, which disturb HP recovery. He has a good base speed, guys. If you pull him, he's a good armor breaker. Even though he's only a single target armor breaker, he's really tanky, does true damage with his passive. He's great in PvP, easy to skill up since his brothers are farmable. I would recommend going Violent Revenge, HP, crit damage HP, if you want the 2nd skill to do good damage. But if you only want him for the passive, you can go full HP, like HP, and even use him in dungeons. So if bosses or other monsters crit him, they will get the reflected damage, which is good. And the number 1 on my top 10 2 and 3-star monsters in the dark element is Basalt, the Dark Mammoth. He has the defense leader skill for dark monsters by 30%. Hellstorm inflicts damage to all enemies proportionate to my defense, and decreases the attack gauge by 35%, 100% attack gauge reduction AoE. You know, I love this kind of stuff. It's really good. Recovers the HP of all allies with an energizing roar, increases the defense for 2 turns. The recovery amount is proportional to my max HP, the same as the water one. And the provoke on the 1st skill. Yeah, he heal plus defense buff, which is really good for 2A, so you can take a lot of hits, especially for 2A hard. He has attack bar, AoE attack bar reduction, which is nice for 2A too. Great for dungeons. I think you can use him elsewhere too, not only 2A. I want one. I think everyone who pulled Basalt 6-starred it really fast, because it helps you progressing. It's a really solid monster. If you are a pro player who played 2 years on this game and has every monster and pulls this, of course you won't 6-star it in one day because you are not so excited. But for beginners, I think this is a really good monster. I would say go violent anything, speed, HP, defense to make him really tanky, but he won't heal as much on this build. Go HP, or you can go defense. You can go speed, defense, HP, or speed, defense, or any type of combination. I think these are the 3 stats which are really important: speed, HP, and defense. Of course, accuracy, but every monster that has a defense, you should aim for at least 50% accuracy. Yeah, guys, that's it for my top 10 2 and 3-star monsters in the Dark Element. I think that this was the last episode of the top 10s. I hope you enjoyed the videos, guys, and liked the lists. Post your own lists on the respective videos. Did I miss any monsters, or did I overlook a secret monster which is really good but is overlooked badly? Tell me in the comment section, guys. I'm really interested in this kind of monsters. And yeah, as usual, please like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next videos, guys. Bye.